Starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This feeling is brought to you by Aleve for back pain relief. What feeling is that, you ask? Well, it's the feeling you feel when you have relief from back pain. That move how you want to, not how you have to feeling. That keep going through your day without slowing you down feeling. The kind that brings you back to yourself all day long without interruption. Oh, yeah. Because Aleve offers long-lasting pain relief. Feel up to 12 hours of back pain relief with one dose. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin area weather, partly cloudy for your Tuesday. Slight chance of a thunderstorm this afternoon, a high near 90. Cloudy tonight, could see a stray shower or storm, a low of 70. Wednesday, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, a high of 90.
This report is sponsored by Capital One.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X Business Card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X Business Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Yacht Rock Radio on iHeartRadio drops anchor and goes commercial free every weekend. Weekends were made for smooth sailing. Yacht Rock Radio's got the soundtrack. Just sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy. The smoothest soft rock from the 70s and 80s.
You're the biggest part of me.
Open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and set sail.
iHeartRadio.
Summer is here, and iHeartRadio has got you covered.
And I met you in the summer.
Dive into summer hits, commercial free on Songs of the Summer Radio.
Just like my baby.
Hit play on summer playlists for road trips to pool days, like Summer Road Trip. And yeah, podcast so good you can zone out in the shade.
So easy to fall.
Just open the free iHeartRadio app and find your next summer preset now.
Ready? AM 1300 The Zone. One. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details.
Now.
FS1. Go to foxsports.com for details.
My family.
Two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio. LeVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, Jonas Knox with you here. Coming up top of next hour, a little over 10 minutes from now, the great Pete Prisco is going to stop by. We got some questions for Pete. We're going to ask him about Russell Wilson joining the CBS family. That'll be yours here. Coming up, again, a little over 10 minutes from now. Before we get to our FSR IR, though, I want to remind you to check out our YouTube channel for the show. Just search 2 Pros FSR within YouTube. Again, that's 2 Pros FSR. Hit the subscribe button. After you've done that, tap the thumbs up icon and comment away. Whether you agree or disagree, let us know what you think. Again, just search 2 Pros FSR on YouTube and subscribe.
After your sports weekend happens. So it's time to get the FSR IR report.
All right, who's got it? Who got butchered? Who got in trouble? Who had pizza for the first time in like a month and a half and it didn't sit well? Who had a problem?
That sounds like you, Jonas.
Oh, man. It was delicious, but yeah, it had been a while, and apparently you got to work up an immunity to it or work up some sort of some strength to deal with that.
What do you mean, Jonas?
I don't know. It just, the next day was a little rough.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I am, but maybe. I don't know.
I don't think it would have took the next day if you were lactose intolerant.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Oh, it happens that fast?
Happens pretty quick. Man.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like a milky laxative.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, well,
that's what you're, yeah.
Yeah, so that's that was really the only issue I had.
Okay,
from my understanding.
Nice.
So, What about you guys?
I got posted up while I was laying down in bed. Like Trish was a big man when she played basketball. She posted me up trying to get comfortable, and my back is tweaked. Like, I got a tweaked back right now.
Really?
And I don't want to tell her because I don't want her to be upset. But, yeah, she backed up, and it was like a violent back up, like a scooch back to get comfortable, and it hit me in my back, and I feel like I got whiplash. On God.
Damn.
Yeah. Like she jolted my back. So now I'm in pain.
Lorena, I know you've got to have something.
There you go.
My butt got
driven.
grabbed by a random man who walked past me when I was taking my suitcase to my car.
No.
Yeah.
Did you see who?
And I thought it was my friend I was with, and then I turned around and he was like 50 feet behind me and didn't see anything. So
you don't even know. Somebody got a free fill.
Yeah, it was so fast. It happened so fast. There was a whole bunch of
Was
people.
it a rub or was it a squeeze?
No, it was a full-on squeeze of the backside booty cheek. Like, I don't even know how he did it so fast. I was so shocked.
Dang.
Was it just the cheek?
Just the cheek?
What else would he have gotten a hold of, Brady?
Well, maybe he tried to get some crack action.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Are you thinking about what's next for you professionally? Whether you're looking to move up, switch fields, or finally finish that degree, the University of Maryland Global Campus has your back. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates to arm you with the skills for today's job market. Affordable, online, and built for working adults. UMGC offers programs that help you build lasting skills in leadership, communication, critical thinking, and more. Classes start June 10th, so go to umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu.
Drew McIntyre here from WWE. Wielding the Claymore can be a life of chaos. When I'm not dominating in the ring, Chumba Casino is how this warrior takes a wee break. With hundreds of online social games and new weekly releases, there's always something fresh to try. And those daily boosts, next level. Even my free time feels like Valhalla. So when life feels like a battle, kick up your feet, have some fun, and let's chumba.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See T's and C's. 21 plus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
It'll take you an extra 10 minutes this morning making that drive on I-35 northbound. Bumper-to-bumper speeds going from 45 up to William Cannon. Hopping on Mopac southbound, you're issue-free from Breaker Lane into downtown. It's under 10 minutes to make that drive. And first responders are on scene of a crash at the intersection of Harris Branch Parkway and Palmer Lane. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Capital One.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X business card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
There's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Listen to Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
The Milken Center for Advancing the American Dream is celebrating America's 250th One Dream at a Time. Next, Cindy Citrone, minority owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
When I was diagnosed, my breast surgeon looked at me and said to me, "This is going to be a horrendous year, but you are going to survive." That's a symbol of where we've come. My mother passed from breast cancer. I don't want my daughters to have breast cancer. And the American dream is having that hope.
Discover more at mcad.org.
I've been burned before. I was just repeating the same patterns. It turns out I had a type.
Workplaces everywhere are looking for love. And by love, we mean the easy way to order food at work. Easy Cater.
I thought ordering from great restaurants at work had to be complicated, but then I met Easy Cater. So many options, so flexible, and when I ordered for 50 gluten-free vegans without going over budget, I knew I'd found the platform I wanted to do life and lunch with.
Fall in love with Easy Cater. Start an order at easycater.com.
Livestrong supports the first responder ride from Boston to New York. Register at livestrong.org/ride.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
Chicago, 1989.
White victim, female, pretty, wealthy.
A white woman's murder shocks the city. A black man from the projects comes forward with information about the case.
He says the police are his friends.
But out of nowhere, he goes from star witness to prime suspect.
And then that's it. They turn on it.
The system is hungry for a conviction. Lee Harris is sentenced to 90 years.
I get 90 years for killing somebody I have never seen.
Behind bars, Lee finds an unlikely ally in his cellie, Robert. The pair are like chalk and cheese. There's no way their paths would ever cross on the outside. But as a fellow inmate, Robert sees through the lies and vows to do the unthinkable. Clear Lee's name.
This is a prepaid collect call from an inmate at Pontiac Correctional Center.
If you're with me, you're golden. I'll take care of you.
Oh, I'm gonna be with you. You stuck with me for life.
Together, they wage a 20-year war against Chicago's darkest corners. Corrupt detectives, jailhouse informants, an entire system built on fear. This is the Crying Wolf Podcast, a story of two men bound by injustice, a friendship forged where hope is almost lost, of a city haunted by its secrets, and the quest for redemption, no matter the price. Listen to the Crying Wolf Podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Season is done. She drives the next pitch to center. High and deep, looking up. Knight, it's gone! That one got out in a hurry. 245 feet. Atwood was flying around the bases. You could tell she was pretty pleased with that swing after the struggle she's had. 1-0 Texas here in the 4th inning. Stewart hits it high in the air left field. Back goes Holly. She looks up. It's gone! Second go-ahead home run in as many days for Katie Stewart. A little bit shorter than yesterday's. 237 feet. Yesterday was 250. But it gets the Longhorns back in the lead. 29th of the season for Stewart as she continues to extend her single-season school record. The 2-2 pitch. Ring her up a called strike 3. And the Longhorns beat Tennessee in the first game and forced one more. Devon with a strikeout of Morrison with the bases loaded. Comes up with the save. And Texas escapes. And the Longhorns force the winner-take-all, if necessary, game between these two teams. First pitch, Martinez. High chopper left side. It hits inside the bag and rolls down the left field line for a hit. Oh, my goodness. I think that hit hit foul first off the bat. Nichols scores, and Henry to third. Martinez, you can tell she's laughing there at first base. That was wacky. 1-0 Texas. 2-1 to Atwood. She ropes it into left center field. That's down, rolling all the way to the wall. Rounding third base, Martinez. She'll score easily. Reese into second. 3-0 Longhorns. About that, the 0-1. Stewart high and deep left center field. No chance. Goodbye. 4-0 Texas. Stewart's second of the day and 30th of the year. The first Longhorn to hit 30 in a single season. And Texas now leads 4-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans on their feet. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Texas, for the third straight year, will play for the national championship.
Good morning, Austin, Pearland City, El Paso, San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas. Well, wherever you may be listening, this is a Turn the Page Tuesday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 and always free on the iHeartRadio app. As you heard, Texas softball does what it does and gets back to the College World Series Championship Series for the third straight year. And they will have a rematch. Blockbuster trades in the NFL, we will discuss.
Oh, yeah.
Of Inside Texas joins us at 7:34. The Super Regionals are set for Texas baseball. NBA insider Scoop B. Robinson will be joining us at 8 a.m. to talk all things finals, and former Longhorns get their name on the College Football Hall of Fame ballot. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to leave us a voicemail, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. It's that little microphone. Hold it down. Leave us your message. If it's good enough, you might hear it on there.
Good enough.
But if it's not, boom, 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 boom. Nope, not going to do it. Sorry. Good try, though. Good try, though.
You tried.
You did. You gave us effort, and that's cool, but keep it moving. Keep it moving. Well, let's get into it. Texas softball, the number 3 ranked team in the land, advances to its third consecutive College World Series Championship Series.
So amazing.
They have found a way to get it done. Timely hitting, timely pitching, and we said it yesterday. I said it before we left yesterday. I said Texas has to put the ball in play. The bats have to get going. They did. And they have to be clean on defense. They were not, but somehow they found a way to get it done. And Mark, as I was watching that game, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, going slow. Things aren't happening quick. You don't get anything going. Texas scores in the fourth inning. Tennessee comes right back. They score in the fourth inning, game 1. And then all of a sudden, Texas opens up the floodgates in the 5th inning, and then it closes it out in the 7th inning by bringing Tegan Cavan out of the bullpen to throw the final out. But Satali Gutierrez was outstanding. She's been outstanding the entire season. And after the game, she was talking about what Texas fight truly is.
Just fighting back from losses. I mean, we came out of the losers bracket after the first game. We fought so hard. We've had so many key players step up in different places, different roles. So, I mean, it's Texas fight. It's what we do, and we're going to continue to do going into the championship.
That's what they do.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. Hardge, I'm telling you right now, when in that first game, when Tennessee hit that right down the line and got the score, I was like, I thought that it was going to, it was going to be a tighter game.
Right.
And then, of course, in the 5th, they came out and, did the thing. But I'm everything that it was lucky that teams got the score on them. It was luck. It was all freaky little plays that happened.
Errors.
That allowed them to get scores. And you said they got to keep it clean. They have to do a better job of keeping it clean in the World Series because in the World Series.
It is. It's College World Series.
College World Series.
You good.
So what do they have to do to is that a focus thing and you just get relaxed and you just it's a routine?
It might have been pressure because I mean, those balls weren't hit soft. There were some tough things that were happening. And Katie Stewart, who, bless her heart, she had 3 errors in the first game, but she made up for it at the plate. She ended up doing some things differently, and she continued to battle through it. Excuse me. She got hit in the chin on a foul ball, and it split her chin open. And I was like, oh, my God. Because it hit the bag, because there's 2 bags there.
Right, it bounced up.
It bounced up, hit her in the chin, but she came right back in and was ready to go.
Tough.
I mean, you got to be able to
Did they stitch her in the dugout?
I don't know what they did. Either they butterflied her or something to get her right back in there. But, she was key all day long in both games. She hit the home run. She had a home run in both games, but she was 3 for 4 in the first game, and she was one of the main reasons why they were able to play so well because they had 13 hits.
Yeah.
They had 13 hits in game 1. And then in game 2, they had 7 hits. So they had 20 hits on the day and 9 runs. Look, I've seen them play well. I've seen them battle through. I understand who they are and how it all goes down. But it's hard in this particular moment because they moved to 6-0 in elimination games.
That's impressive.
Yes. When they got their backs up against the wall, they find a way to get it done. And somebody was asking me, they were like, man, how often does this happen? And I didn't want to say anything because the game wasn't over.
Jinx it.
Exactly. I didn't want to.
That's that baseball in you.
Yeah. I just sat there and I was like, I'm not saying anything until these games are over.
Hey, but you're an analyst. You're supposed to.
I wasn't analyzing yesterday. I was watching yesterday. I wasn't being an analyst yesterday. It's just they are such a talented softball team.
But they're mature.
Very, very mature.
And that's even better than the talent because they don't rattle. And these teams, like even Texas Tech, you got to have the outstanding pitcher coming in. And they have other players that were on the team last year, but they don't have as many back as Texas does.
They got more high-paid players. They went out and got a lot of high-paid players. But if you look at Texas, this is the same team, except for Mia Scott and people that left and graduated. This is the same team. They brought in some freshmen that have made an impact. This is a team that understands who they are. They do not panic. They find a way to get it done, and they continue to make the move. I want you to hear Tegan Kavan talking about what I want to call her. I'm just going to call her Gutierrez because every time I try to say her name, I don't want to mess it up.
Don't do that.
But Tegan talked about her pitching and what she did to keep this team in the ballgame.
I knew that they didn't get my best game for me, and so I was going to try my best to give them a better one today, and I think it worked out so well with Sitlali. We're not in that game if she doesn't give the game that she gave for us, and so I think we complemented each other really well, and so credit to her for letting us get to that game too, and then I was going to have her back just like she's had my back all season.
Sitlali, that's her name, Sitlali Gutierrez. So there it is. I got it. She pitched outstanding. She's 10-3 on the year.
It's not easy to say.
She gave Texas an opportunity. And Coach Mike White talked about it. He was like, look, they saw Tegan the other day. We weren't going to make her go back out there the first game. We were going to give her a break, have her come out, and boom, there they were. And now Texas is getting an opportunity to have a rematch with Texas Tech. Everybody's talking about Tech and Texas on football. Well, they get a rematch in softball starting Wednesday night. We're just getting started here on a Turn the Page Tuesday edition of the Morning Kickoff. Coming up next, huge news in the NFL. A former Aggie is on the move. Russell Wilson is behind the mic. And A.J. Brown finally goes to New England. We'll talk about it all right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
Craig Way knows everybody.
Matt Brown was with us. I'll remember a couple of things. One, when you came in, when you had the double ice bags on your knees, when you had the knee replacement, and you looked at me one night and said, never do both at the same time.
Craig, I was running out on the field and trying to lead the team for the Ohio State game, and I just had a knee replacement, and I tripped. They had some carpet there. I tripped, and I thought my leg was going to come off.
Catch special guests like these and more by listening to The Craig Way Show on AM 1300 The Zone.
Our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is returning to Las Vegas
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Now, here is your can't miss lineup.
BTS, Benson Boone. Cardi B. Goo Goo Dolls. Kenny Chesney.
Somewhere with you.
Lady Wilson.
I got a heart like a train.
Major Lazer. Muse. Snoop Dogg. Weezer. Zara Larson.
And more. Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and exclusive offers starting June 10th. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One today. Keep listening all summer long to win your way to our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
It'll take you an extra 10 minutes this morning making that drive on I-35 northbound, bumper-to-bumper speeds going from 45 up to William Cannon. Hopping on Mopac southbound, you're issue-free from Breaker Lane into downtown. It's under 10 minutes to make that drive. And first responders are on scene of a crash at the intersection of Harris Branch Parkway and Palmer Lane. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage band tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
When it comes to family law, a lot has changed in recent years, so assumptions can be costly. If you see or sense a change coming in your family life that could have legal implications, it's important to know where you stand. What are your rights and responsibilities? Getting good legal advice early is never a bad idea. I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. If you or anyone you know is facing a family law issue, start with a consultation. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
With iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. If you manage a business or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
It's a sale. Right now, every service needed for your vehicle is on sale at any of the 3 Leaf Johnson Ford locations, Austin, Manor, and Buda. And we're wide open. Tires, brakes, oil changes for only $39.99 with synthetic blend oil, tire rotations, and alignments. You name it. Any of the 3 Central Texas locations have it on sale. Can't come see us? We'll come see you with our mobile van on most services, or we'll come pick it up and bring it back. Go to LeafJohnson.com and pick your location and time. You'll love it at Leaf, Austin, Buda, and Maynard.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast.
And it's called Hey Jonas.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Hook 'em horns.
Good morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Coming up next, we'll talk to Joe Cook of Inside Texas as we talk all things Texas Longhorns, the ups, the downs, the offseason, and how the workouts have started. Kids have already checked in for school, for summer school, and getting things good. But yesterday, Huge news in former Aggie and two-time Defensive Player of the Year, single-season sack leader Myles Garrett was traded to the L.A. Rams. We talked about it yesterday. The Rams says, blank them picks. I don't care. And we are going after it right now. And Adam Schefter talked about it.
Well, it's past my bedtime, so we're going to try to make this very quick. But the Los Angeles Rams were targeting Myles Garrett all throughout the offseason, ever since the Browns reworked his contract in late March to push back the option bonus payment, which made it easier to trade him. The Rams have been hounding the Browns, trying to get Myles Garrett out of Cleveland. And they've been offering picks and more picks. But it wasn't until they threw in Jared Verse that the Browns got serious about listening. Jared Verse is a player they've always coveted, always wanted, didn't get the opportunity to draft him. And now when you get a player like Jared Verse to help offset the loss of the best defensive player in football in Myles Garrett, and you get more ammunition in the 27 draft, the 28 draft, the 29 draft, 3 picks, including a first rounder next year, with the ability for the Browns to go get a quarterback that they might really want up high. Well, that made it something of a simple decision for Cleveland. They go and trade Myles Garrett to the Rams. The Rams go for it now with the Super Bowl in LA this season, and the Browns are doing something that can help them now and in the long term with a younger player.
Well, here's the thing for me. Myles Garrett, he is he's 30 years old. His contract runs through 2030. He's locked in. He has led the NFL since he's been in the league in sacks with 125.5, pressures 413. He's second in quarterback hits at 239. He's first in tackles for loss at 149 tackles for loss, and he's third in forced fumbles. You talk about wrecking havoc.
Yeah.
You got to go get him. If you're the Rams, if you're the Rams.
I don't think the price was too high, but I realized that if you're a rebuild, you can't afford to lose anything. And that's where the Cowboys were. The Cowboys were in this conversation. And I alluded to yesterday, but the Cowboys said they did not want to give up pieces of their defense. They just got them. They haven't even used everything yet. So no, I'm glad they didn't, because then that would have meant that over the next 3 years, the Cowboys would have not had a first round pick, and they need it because they're going to lose. There's potentially Dak won't be there in 3 years. Potentially CeeDee Lamb may not be there in 3 years. So you don't want to like mortgage the entire ranch for one guy who, you know, God willing, he's able to fulfill his contract through 2030. But is there a definite that says he will? He may retire. He may win a Super Bowl and go, hey, I'm good. Thank you. God bless. Goodbye.
Well, so this Cowboy thing is interesting. By the way, the Rams are a team that can get to the Super Bowl this year. They can get there every year. They have found a way, the secret, and all that other stuff that goes with it. The Cowboys finally did something smart and realized we haven't been to the Super Bowl. We ain't even made a championship game.
To the playoffs.
We haven't made a championship game, not even counting the Super Bowl. We haven't made it to the NFC championship game. So it's more than just one player.
Right.
It's more than that. So your capital needs to stay. That's why when you talk about trading and wanting to move guys, I'm like, what is that going to do? It's not. Just build your team. Build it. Build it. Build it. Build it with the picks. And then after that, be like the Rams and say blank those picks.
Well, we were on the same page yesterday.
No, agree. But I'm just saying, like, you look at the Cowboys and it's like, no, y'all could be in the conversation, but y'all aren't making a real move.
Don't do it.
You're in the conversation because you want to be in the conversation. The Cowboys, just keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully you stay under the radar and you find a way to get it done. And hopefully you're playing against Myles Garrett for the NFC Championship. Just sounds funny saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
it's
don't
like
do that.
Wemby crying.
That's,
you know what I'm saying? It's like Wemby. But you start looking at it and then you start to understand. But then you look at the other story that happened yesterday. I believe that this trade is going to work out for both teams. I believe that Myles Garrett to the Rams and Jared Verse to Cleveland is going to work out for both teams. I know he pissed off because he's got to go to Cleveland, and their structure is kind of different than what the Rams were. You going from the penthouse to low budget.
Outhouse.
Yeah, low budget, and you're trying to figure it out. But A.J. Brown, a guy that has gone to the Super Bowl, has done some different things, had drama in Philly, reading books on the sideline in the middle of the game, doing silly stuff, but very cerebral player and talented, is now going to a team that just played in the Super Bowl.
Just a couple minutes ago, it became official and agreed to after 4 p.m. today, of course. That is timing. That is significant. Get to that in a second, but here are the details. A.J. Brown, the long-rumored member of the New England Patriots, is now actually going to be a member of the Patriots. He goes from the Eagles to New England to reunite with head coach Mike Vrabel, who, of course, he was with in Tennessee for the price of a future first-round pick, a 2028 first-rounder, and a fifth-rounder this year. Now, the compensation is interesting because we've known for some time that the Philadelphia Eagles, if they were going to trade A.J. Brown, wanted it to be for a first-rounder. The Patriots were very clear. They did not believe that this trade was going to be for a first-rounder, so they did what two teams do when they want to make a deal. They compromised. Instead of an immediate first-rounder, it was wait a year and then a first-rounder, which actually is an interesting part of this because we knew for sure where the Patriots' first-rounder was going to be this year. We don't know where it's going to be in 2028. It actually could be worse. It could be lower in the draft. They could win the Super Bowl. It could be better. But that guessing game is something we're going to follow for years to come. Most importantly, for the New England Patriots, they get a huge playmaker they know well, and the Eagles get some money flexibility, significant draft pick compensation, and move on from someone who is a major storyline, to say the least, over the last several years.
Slow clap
for
the drama that was in Philly, and now he gets to go from one drama central to the next because that Diana Rossini story about them making this move, we knew it was happening. We knew it was happening. They kept saying June 1st, 4 o'clock, 4:01. He was already in the building. He's already checked in to what's going on in New England. But the thing for me is, does this bring Philadelphia back to earth a little bit? Because you don't have that big playmaker. But the truth be told, they wasn't getting him the ball anyway.
Well, I mean, they not only were they not getting him the ball, but there was dissension in the locker room.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what we wish the Giants would have too. But I digress. But let's see what they do this year, because they actually said they're going to make more of a commitment, just like the Atlanta Falcons. They're going to make a commitment to run the ball.
Right.
So the Eagles running the ball with a good defense is a great strategy, but I don't know if that's going to work against what we feel like will be the best team in the East, which will be our Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys are the best team in the NFL. I mean, just ask me.
Yeah, just ask you.
I'll let you know that until they're not. JK. Coming up next, we're going to talk to our guy, Joe Cook of Inside Texas, and get the latest on the Texas Longhorns right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
A couple of crashes being worked on this morning off the highway, the newest ones on FM 969 at Gilbert Road. There's also ongoing cleanup for an earlier wreck on Harris Branch Parkway at East Palmer Lane, and about a 15-minute add to your Tuesday morning commute due to bumper-to-bumper traffic on the northbound side of I-35. You're slow from 45 to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. When you hear a good deal, it's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Still looking for the perfect Father's Day gift? What do you get for the man who already has everything? Give Dad something unforgettable this Father's Day. A personalized song from Smile Tunes, made just for him. Visit smiletunes.com to get started on a custom song for Dad.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal, book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals tips off tomorrow night as the Spurs battle the Knicks in San Antonio. This is a rematch of the 1999 Finals, where the Spurs beat the Knicks in 5 to win the title. Texas softball reached its third straight Women's College World Series championship after beating Tennessee in back-to-back games. We'll face Texas Tech in a rematch of last year's final. Astros take on the Pirates tonight. I'm Ronza Moss.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Buyers Barricades.
For traffic control rentals, sales, and 24-hour service, trust Buyers Barricades. From roadway safety to special event traffic planning, they've got Texas covered. Visit buyersbarricades.com and keep Texas roads safe. That's buyersbarricades.com. Visit the site today.
It's the French Open, where every point is a battle on clay. I'd know. I competed there for decades. Join me, Renee Stubbs, on the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast for no-nonsense breakdowns of the biggest matches, the toughest players, and the moments that define Roland Garros.
Listen, Elena Rybakina is arguably the best player in the world right now, and I actually
No
can
doubt.
win on any surface.
Search the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
This whole surviving life thing is pretty tough. Some people use therapy to get through it, others use their friends, and some just fight their way through. Whatever season of life you're in right now, this podcast is for you. Hi, I'm Morgan from The Bobby Bones Show and host of the new podcast, Take This Personally. I'm bringing on my friends and experts to cover a variety of topics in hopes of us all feeling a little less alone in this crazy world. Nicole, the neuroscientist, will help us understand why we are the way we are.
Our anxious brain or our emotional brain will make us believe things that are not necessarily true.
Jared can relate to fighting our hardest battles.
I was living on couches. Sometimes I was in my car. I was just all over the place. I think about it now, how many people opened their doors to me.
We will explore what it means to change careers.
I think a lot of people put the pressure on their career to fulfill their passion, when your purpose or your passion and your calling can be something that's much deeper than just your job.
And how we can all find that special love in this wild dating era.
In order to find the right one, before you do that, you have to be able to identify the wrong one.
This podcast will be the guide you need to surviving life life with a friend at your side.
If a friendship is about give and take, but we just want to give, and we're like, oh, I don't want to take, I don't want to impose, I don't want to inconvenience her, then you're not reaping the full benefits of friendship.
The first episode is out now. Download it wherever you get your podcast.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app. It is Tuesday, so that means we talk to our guy Joe Cook of Inside Texas. You can follow at Joseph Cook 89 on social media. Joe, let's get right into it. Texas baseball now is headed to the Super Regional against Oregon. What an exciting weekend of Texas baseball, what we were able to see. How excited were you when you saw those numbers that were being put up by Anthony Pack Jr. and the regional MVP, Aiden Robbins?
Yeah, when you have your big-time players performing in the big moments, that's what you need. And Anthony Pack, even as a freshman, has performed in big-time moments all year, 3 homers. And he had Robbins adding a couple as well, at least in that one game. And then throughout the weekend, I've seen a lot of coaches, including Jim Schlossnagle, complain about the regional format. Well, it's a 3-game series if you take care of business, and that's what Texas was able to do. Deployed pitching in a good way. Got to see Riojas back in action and looking closer to his old self than maybe he was a couple weeks ago. And then you still got great stuff from Dylan Volantis and Luke Harris. And so really just a strong weekend where, Texas, I think they had a regional that, featured good teams, but there were tougher regionals. And I think Texas took care of business in a way that you would expect for a, number 6 overall seed to do.
Talk about the performance by Dylan Volantis and what he was able to do. I mean, you and I been around the game a lot, but this guy is pretty doggone special every time he takes the mound.
Yeah, and I think the fact that they, started him in game 2, I think they were anticipating maybe seeing the really good pitcher Jackson Flora from Santa Barbara, and Tarleton kind of upset that dynamic. But when you have the chance to go to the regional final, that's when you bring out your best pitcher, and that's when you bring out the guy who you trust to mow things down. And man, he did just that. He was spectacular as he's been all year. He's going to be an All-American again this year. I think Texas fans are lucky, unless he's got an odd birthday, we'll get one more year of him. And so that's going to be someone, I wonder if they switch things up and make it Volantis game 1, Harrison game 2, and Riojas game 3 if necessary. But either way, to have somebody like 99 pitching and just to know that you're going to get a standout performance pretty much every time he goes out there just is a huge difference maker, and part of the reason why Texas is where they are now.
How much of an advantage is it, Joe, to have at least 3 pitchers that you can flip a coin and say, I know that they can go out there and win every time? And the order of it, they're allowed to get rest because they don't ever have to really do more than 4 or 5 innings at a time.
Yeah, it's huge. And I mean, I think we even saw that with Jim Schlossnagle using Luke Harrison later in the weekend. Like the fact that, there are a lot of really good top end bullpen arms in that bullpen. But once you start going deeper and deeper, just like on every college team, you start running into more problems. So why not go and use somebody who you knew wasn't taxed, who you knew his arm was in good shape, and you knew wasn't going to be pitching for another week, and go get that last little out. And that's what we saw in Luke Harrison. And that helps save the rest of the bullpen and just save innings at this point. And that's a big deal. You're seeing, and granted, the point is to win ball games, and it's a delicate balance, but you are seeing coaches really tax arms this time of year because winning is the most important thing to them. And you'll see guys throw 150, almost 200 pitches in a weekend. There are inherent risks, and of course, every pitcher who does that says they would always do it again. But the thing is, with that moral quandary, Texas doesn't have to worry about that. They have the type of depth to where Jim Schlossnagle isn't wondering if those tendons and ligaments are hanging on for dear life. He's done really well to recruit talented arms who are able to help the Longhorns get past and into the super regional round.
So having a guy come in and pitch in a couple of innings just to close is not going to be very taxing on him, and he'll be able to come in that next rotation and not have a problem, right?
Yeah. I mean, one of the things I remember a few years ago that Texas would often, and granted, this was a bullpen problem more than a thing, but like these guys have throwing programs, and they pitch a little bit on off days. I don't know how much from the mound pitching it is, but they throw. Yep. And this is a time of year where, okay, you know what? Some of the things that we normally do get thrown out the window. It's like in the NCAA basketball tournament when, if you're in the first four, you got to win 3 games in 5 days. Or if you're in a conference tournament, you got to win 4 games in 4 days. Like, you're not doing normal things this time of year. And although arms are very fickle sometimes, they're still, you can't live in fear. And Texas really doesn't have a reason to live in fear because they've handled their pitchers well. They don't overtax them and haven't had to overtax them. I think there may be, of the 50-something games they've played, there may be 5 total 100-pitch outings from their starters. So it's not like they're going overboard into 7-8 innings and, pitching 120, 130 pitches because there's no good bullpen option there. They don't have to do that. And so that allows for Schloss to use one of his, ostensibly his number 2 arm in a tight situation in the postseason.
We're talking to Joe Cook of Inside Texas. You can follow him at Joseph Cook 89 on social. Speaking of being able to show up in the big moments, you see the University of Texas softball team facing elimination is now 6-0, and now they have found their way back to the College World Series Championship Series, and they will face a familiar foe in the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Wasn't a clean game in the first game, but Texas got it done, and then they were able to shut out Tennessee in the final game.
Yeah, the dynamic between the two head coaches, Mike White and then his Tennessee counterpart, was interesting because if you're Mike White, you have to save Tegan Cavan for game 2. And Citlali Gutierrez pitched a heck of a game, but Tennessee not going with their star and Carlin Pickens until game 2, I think really proved to be their downfall. If you pitch that number 1 in game 1, you win, you're done. And then you can wait. And then you can pitch her again in game 1 in the championship series. Texas's number 2 was able to beat Tennessee's number 2. And then Texas's number 1 was able to beat Tennessee's number 1. Good hitting by Katie Stewart, good hitting by Reese Atwood, finally sending one out of the park in Oklahoma City. And the Longhorns have to, get ready for Najari Kennedy again, and that's going to be a tall task, but it's one they were able to overcome last year. We'll see if anybody decides to intentionally walk any Longhorns again this year, though.
There's going to be a lot of pressure on that matchup. I do want to ask you this before we go. Texas basketball continues to get a lot of love. Obviously, the transfer portal has been very nice to the Texas Longhorns, but they also are bringing in some freshmen. Austin Gooseby, one of the best freshmen in the country, or one of the best high school players in the country, now a freshman on the 40 acres, seems to be fitting in already. Are the expectations of what Texas is looking at right now too high, or it's just preseason talk?
I think I've seen some people kind of have Texas in the top 10 to 15 range.
Yep.
And I think that makes a lot of sense. They didn't sign like a top 10 prospect 5-star, although Austin Gooseby is very highly rated, probably a top 40 guy. But they have a lot of, just great players on that team. And I think, Isaiah Johnson, that's going to be a big one, the point guard from Colorado. And then David Punch from the just off of I-14, that area pretty well.
The 250.
Exactly. So those two plus Modest Vocatitis brings a dynamic that Sean Miller spoke about last week with, having length and scoring at the 1, the 4, and the 5. And he pointed to 2 years ago's Florida team, the national title team, and then last year's Michigan and Arizona teams as saying, like, look, if you have this type of athleticism, if you have a 7-footer and then you have a 6'7" guy who's also about, 240 pounds and just plays bigger than his height, then that's a lot of problems for teams in the paint to try to traverse through. There's really just not a lot of room to get to. And so then you're pushing teams further and further to the perimeter. And in college, that can be, they're limiting, diminishing returns from jump shooting in college. So having those two in the paint as part of your starting 5, at least on defense, provides a good foundation. And then, we saw Matas Vukatitis. We saw Isaiah Johnson have great seasons last year. And then some of the other additions, the guard from St. Mary's. Yep. Yeah, Mikey Lewis, that's a scorer right there. David Punch is going to be someone who can, take advantage of size mismatches because not a lot of teams have that size at the 4. This is going to be a fun team. And then we'll still see Austin Gougie fit in. I don't know if he's going to start, but I would not be surprised if he's at least a 15-minute-a-game type guy, maybe 20-minute-a-game type guy going forward. And Sean Miller said last week, look, we don't have any seniors. Everybody has the chance to come back. It's no guarantee that they all will, but this could be a team that I think is built the right way in that, you put together a team and you can put together that year's team, but you also try to have a little bit of a vision for the future. And if you can have a 2-year cycle where you get the second end of that year and all these guys are back, or most of them are back, they're playing together, they understand each other, that's when things really take off. I think that's what we saw at Texas a couple of years ago, and I think that's what Sean Miller's trying to do. But he should have a very, very good team just this upcoming season.
That's what I love about you, man. You know it all, and you got it all covered. That's our guy, Joe Cook of Inside Texas.
Thank you,
follow
Joe.
him at Joseph Cook 89 on social. As always, man, appreciate you getting up with us.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
There he is, Joe Cook. When we come back, we got to talk about this. There's some things that are going on. The super regionals are set, but we got some teams that are not making it, and it's the first time ever. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
It's the Craig Way Show. It was a snake charmer's performance, and one of the snakes crawled into the trousers of a 57-year-old man, resulting in a bite. This is nightmare fuel. It's not uncommon to allow snakes to interact closely with audience members. Why? Inconceivable!
Now they got to tell them to keep their act out of the guest pants.
Is that a cobra up your trouser leg, or are you just happy to see me? Hang out with Craig on AM 1300 The Zone.
America's turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th. Listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway. Take that road trip of all the Insta-worthy spots across the country, from bucket list to booked. Wow. Win your share of $250,000. Celebrating 250 years of America with iHeartRadio.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
A couple of crashes being worked on this morning off the highway, the newest ones on FM 969 at Gilbert Road. There's also ongoing cleanup for an earlier wreck on Harris Branch Parkway at East Palmer Lane, and about a 15-minute add to your Tuesday morning commute due to bumper-to-bumper traffic on the northbound side of I-35. You're slow from 45 to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. When you hear a good deal, it's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Mark Henry here. I've told you about the food and beverages at the Rowdy Cowboy, but what about those 70 big screen TVs? What's your viewing pleasure? It's the heart of baseball season. There's a big World Soccer tournament coming soon. Pro golf is in full swing. And of course, it's basketball and hockey playoff. NASCAR, F1, cricket, rugby. With 70 big screen TVs, Rowdy Cowboy has it all. So saddle up in front of your favorite and enjoy the best in sport in Central Texas on I-35 in Round Rock, just north of the 45 Blue. Rowdy Cowboy.
In this edition of the Marketers Report, Giovanni Martinez, Senior Director of Marketing and Innovation for Avocados from Mexico, speaks on audio's reach.
We know how powerful is audio. I mean, with the frequency, the reach that you can generate with that component is something that we always have as an add-on in our campaigns.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live conversations, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Professional wrestling fans, the action continues every week. Watch TNA Thursday Night Impact every week on AMC.
It is like electricity flowing through your veins.
Don't miss the adrenaline, the drama, and the total non-stop action.
No one can ever be as good as this right here.
Don't miss the action of TNA Thursday Night Impact every week on AMC. For showtimes and more information, visit TNAWrestling.com.
This feeling is brought to you by Aleve for back pain relief. What feeling is that, you ask? Well, it's the feeling you feel when you have relief from back pain. That move how you want to, not how you have to feeling. That keep going through your day without slowing you down feeling. The kind that brings you back to yourself all day long without interruption. Oh, yeah. Because Aleve offers long-lasting pain relief. Feel up to 12 hours of back pain relief with one dose. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
For over 25 years, BetOnline has been one of the most trusted names in online sports and casino gaming. And this year, it's all about soccer moments. As the world stops here, 48 nations and 104 matches. Every one of them is a decision that is yours to make. BetOnline has all the live lines and player props on everything sportsbook and casino through the whole tournament. No limits. And when you are right, you get paid. No ceilings, no excuses. 26 is your year for the soccer championship. Bet on at BetOnline.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
Do you have an unused car, truck, motorcycle, boat, or RV taking up space? Put it to good use by donating it to the NASCAR Foundation. Proceeds help fund medical resources for children in our racing community. Your wheels can heal. Call 844-NASCAR-9 and we'll come tow away your vehicle for free. The process is quick and your gift is tax deductible. Call 844-NASCAR-9 to donate your vehicle to the NASCAR Foundation today. Your donation will help our children survive and thrive.
Texas women's basketball plays here.
Sports Radio AM 1300 is on, always free on the iHeartRadio app. Special shout out to our guy Joe Cook on Inside Texas as he breaks it down like no other. Outstanding stuff. I want to get into this conversation because you start to look at baseball, college baseball, and you look at what have you done for me lately. It's become a cutthroat business. There's so many teams that were hosting regionals that are now not hosting regionals and got knocked out of the tournament.
Is it a bidding war to get a regional, or is it like
no? It's basically it's your records. It's how you finished in your season, your conference, and all that other stuff. But yes, it can. Let me take that back. It can be a bidding war because Where you want to have people come is where, number one, you can get in and out.
Yeah.
You can do that. But
Easy
more
flights.
importantly, how much revenue can be generated at some of these regionals? So you want to make sure that these places are in good standing. But I do want to say this. When you look at last year's College World Series, none of those teams that were playing in the College World Series last year are back in the Super Regionals. They didn't even qualify for the Super Regionals. No. Not only did that happen, you also have to look at what has gone on with these teams as far as even making it to the playoffs. Didn't happen. A lot of that hadn't happened. So to me, it becomes a very interesting moment when you start to think about how these teams are performing. Last year, when you looked at the teams that made it last year, UCLA was in the College World Series. Not there.
Eliminated.
They were eliminated. Sorry about that. LSU didn't even make the tournament.
Tell your story walking.
Did not even make the tournament. Texas, back to the Super Regionals. Mississippi State, back to the Super Regionals. Georgia Tech, eliminated yesterday by Oklahoma. Coastal Carolina, Arkansas, Louisville, Auburn. Auburn's in, but Louisville's out. They missed the tournament. TCU missed the tournament. Oregon State was eliminated. Florida was eliminated. Tennessee was eliminated. And these are teams that were ranked in the very beginning of the season. These are the teams that you looked at early in the season and you were like, oh, okay, these are teams that can battle for it.
Right.
Nope, not at all.
He said nope.
Nope, not at all.
Oh, you Draymond now?
Nope, not at all. You got to find a way to get it done. So you start looking at these teams and you try to understand what it's all about. Baseball is tough, man.
You said that is some days you can do everything right and still lose.
Yeah, you can do everything right.
That's crazy. I'm trying to think of another sport where you can do everything right and lose.
Yeah.
Golf.
That's true. Somebody else is playing just as good. So here's the teams that were in the College World Series last year that failed to make the Super Regionals this year or even get into the tournament. Last year, the team that was in the College World Series, Arkansas, Coastal Carolina, Oregon State, and UCLA, see ya, lost in the regional. Didn't even make the regional, LSU, Louisville, Arizona, and Murray State. All teams that were in the College World Series last year.
Milk carton.
And now they are being looked for. Yes. Have you seen Bobby? Have you seen Bobby?
Have you seen this job?
Bobby's been gone. So you got to make sure that you get it covered. You guys, what have you done for me lately? And lately, some good teams are eliminated. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's so messed up.
Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner. 2 names on the Hall of Fame ballot. I think Texas Longhorn fans are excited about this. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
This July 4th, come celebrate at America's Block Party, hosted by America 250. America's Block Party is a can't-miss 4th of July concert happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Experience music performances from major artists, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Fourth, helping to make July 4th the largest day of giving in American history. It's more than just fireworks. Learn more about this landmark celebration at america250.org.
Whether your oldest is heading off to college or you're finally adding that dream pool to the backyard, a home equity line from ATFCU can help make it happen. Your home equity is the difference between your home's value and what you still owe, and you can borrow against it without disrupting your current mortgage loan. Enjoy quick approvals, flexible terms up to 30 years, and no closing costs on loans under $250,000. Apply online at atfcu.org. Other terms and conditions apply. ATFCU is an equal opportunity lender. NMLS number 422857. Federally insured by NCUA.
There's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Listen to Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
It's here. King of the Hill and WD-40 brand present the limited edition King of the Hill WD-40 Collector's Can. Available now exclusively at the Home Depot, in-store and online. How many are you grabbing? One for you, one for your dad, and one for every Hank in your life. Get your King of the Hill WD-40 Collector's Can today before they're gone. Watch the new season of the Hulu original King of the Hill on July 20th. Streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply. Available nationwide for a limited time while supplies last. Availability varies by location and online.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. They can't stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m., though. They can help you sell, they can help you market, and they can help you hire in one place. They cannot help you be in 3 places at one time, though. And while they can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business at LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/Dan Patrick Show.
The Milken Center for Advancing the American Dream is celebrating America's 250th One Dream at a Time. Next, Angela Yee of iHeartMedia.
The way that I look at it is education. I mean, there's things I've done that haven't worked out. Everything does not always work out. I've launched businesses that I've had to just give up. And there's a lot of things that you learn when things don't work out. There's a lot of relationships that you make, and you can take that with you and just say, I paid for an education in something.
Discover more at mcad.org.
For over 30 years, CertaPro Painters has been part of countless memories. Every wall tells a story, and we've been proud to help write them. We are more than just your local painters, with care, craftsmanship, and certainty. From the first brushstroke to the final smile, our promise is simple. Your home beautifully painted and worry-free. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. Get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
Yes! iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Go! Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world will be listening from the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios. Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. KDET AM Austin. Your home for the Horns. And the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns. 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Mike Hardball Hardge, world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer D. Mark Henry, and of course we have our guy Marcus behind the boards. And we want to get into this conversation. Hour number 1, we talked about Texas softball continuing to roll. Now they're back in the championship series, which will start Wednesday night against, guess who? Texas Tech Red Raiders, as they did the exact same thing. They needed to win 2 games yesterday, and that's exactly what they did. Hearts of Champions getting a chance to go right back at each other at the same place. Ironic that 2 Texas teams will be playing in Oklahoma for a chance to win a national championship. We also talked about the blockbuster trades that have happened in the NFL. Myles Garrett to the Rams for a couple picks and Jared Verse. And, of course, the move of A.J. Brown that we knew was going to happen but became official yesterday. But I want to get into this conversation right now. The College Football Hall of Fame ballot has been announced, and two Texas Longhorns are on the ballot. Casey Hampton, defensive lineman, went on to play in the NFL, had one hell of a career here at the University of Texas. Couldn't move Casey Hampton. He was one of the coldest to ever
Low
play
man
him.
win game.
He's a two-time first-team All-American, consensus honors in 2000. The defense that he was on ranked nationally number 6 and 7 throughout his year. He was the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year and a 3-time All-Big 12 performer, where he finished his career second all-time with 54 tackles for loss. He is now 5th all-time on that. And then, of course, you got the quarterback, Colt McCoy, 2-time first-team All-American, consensus and unanimous, 2008 consensus and unanimous in 2009. He was a 2-time Heisman Trophy finalist in 2008. He was the runner-up. He's a 2-time Walter Camp Player of the Year, won the Maxwell, Davey O'Brien, Manning, Unitas, en route to the Big 12, en route to a championship BCS game where he ended up getting hurt, and everybody lost their mind because we also knew that if he played, he would have
beat Alabama.
He would have won the championship. He also held 47 Texas football records when he left. So 2 Longhorns, great conversation. 2 guys that meant a lot to this university, and they are on the ballot. The only bad thing is it's very rare that they put 2 players from the same school in the College Football Hall of Fame at the same time. Doesn't normally happen like that, but we'll see.
Especially when you know only one can go in.
Right.
That's why even do that? Why nominate 2 if you know that only one can get in? That seems like
might try to be the first, man. They put 2 in at the same time.
Oh Lord.
Man, you never know. I want to bring up a couple of these other names that are on this list. One of the names that is on there is Cam Newton. Cam Newton, you know what he did
Yes,
at
sir.
his time. He was a Heisman Trophy winner. He did a lot. He
Won a national championship.
Won the Natty, and was an absolute baller at his time at Auburn. You look at not only Colt McCoy, Marshawn Lynch is on that list, Ryan Leaf, Robert Jones. Robert Jones is on that list. East Carolina linebacker, played for the Cowboys, lived here. Baller. Sebastian Janikowski.
Seabass.
Yep. I believe in that dude.
285 pounds.
Kicker.
Punter.
Kicker. And, I mean, he just blasts the ball. Very, very, very talented guy. I think he was a first-round pick. Like, who drafts kickers in the first round?
The Raiders.
Exactly. Or you either got speed or you could kick. Well, they got the kicker in the first round. Josh Heupel, he's on the list. Heisman Trophy runner-up guy. Percy Harvin is on the list.
What a monster.
Robert Griffin III, 254 shout-out. Tony Gonzalez is on there. Willie Galt is on there. DeBrickashaw Ferguson, you remember him.
How long has he been on the list?
I don't know. I don't know if there is a amount of time that you can or cannot be on the list. I'm not sure about that. Flozell Adams, I remember him, Dallas Cowboy. Tavon Austin, a little joystick from West Virginia. He was outstanding as a college athlete. There was another guy that I just looked at. Hold on. AJ Hawk is on there. He's doing some pretty cool things. He did some good things in the college game. Ray Mickens, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Little fast DB over there. Kellen Moore is on there. Don't get me started with him. Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, monster. Another monster.
Antoine Randall L. is on there. D'Amico Ryans is on that list.
Coach.
Yes. 2005 unanimous first-team All-American, winner of the Lott Impact Trophy, scholar athlete in 2005. He was a finalist for the Butkus and Nagurski Awards, SEC Player of the Year, and holds the single game record for tackles. Take a guess on how many tackles he had in one game.
140.
I said one game.
One game, bro.
Oh, one game.
I'm like, wow.
Putting up Wilt numbers.
Let's say
he holding up that 100.
17.
25.
25.
25.
Did anybody else get a tackle?
It don't sound like it.
Good Lord.
It don't sound like it. It don't sound like it. Here's some coaches that are on the list, and this is a special one. Larry Coker's on there from Miami, and UTSA brought the football program back to UCLA. Dennis Franchione, who was at Texas State and Texas A&M. He was at Texas State twice, and he's on that list. Jackie Sherrill.
All right.
Yep, he's on the list. And Mike Leach. Mike Leach is on that list. And for a long time, they were talking about his career winning percentage. And they were talking about how he had to have a percentage of a certain number, but they put him on the ballot because he deserved it. And because of his untimely death, they didn't think he was going to be able to get in. So there's an opportunity for him that he might be coming into the College Football Hall of Fame. So it'll be an interesting time, interesting names that are on there. But if you can only pick one Texas Longhorn at this time, Mark, who do you think goes in first?
Well, you always go quarterback. It's the most valuable position on the field.
He's the 2-time Walter Camp Player of the Year.
Yeah, it'd be
kind of
hard
to beat that.
It's hard to not put that guy up there.
Yeah, won the Maxwell, Davey O'Brien, Manning, and Unitas Awards.
Just say he won all the quarterback awards.
He won. Walter Camp is the best player, though.
Right.
So he got the best
Twice.
player. Yes, 2-time. Ooh. Yeah, I would have to go with that, too. If there was going to be one Texas Longhorn that could go in.
Was there one in that, all those people? You probably listed 25 people.
There's still more on there. Chris Carter was on there. I didn't mention him. Antonio Bryant.
Who stands out to you? You just pick one.
If I had to pick
all the people you just named.
If I had to pick one player and I said that he is definitely going into the College Football Hall of Fame, I would have to say it's going to be Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Colt is going in, but I would have to say Cam Newton. Yeah, think about
we
this.
agreed again.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to change my vote.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
I'm going to change my vote. No, I'm just kidding. But Robert Griffin III, too, he was cold, too.
He was something else.
But if I had to pick a Longhorn that was going to go in right now, it would have to be Colt. And if I had to make sure that one other person was going in, RG3's numbers were really phenomenal. Listen to this. First team All-American, won the Heisman Trophy, won the Davey O'Brien and the Manning Award. He also was 2011's AP Player of the Year and led the nation in points responsible for. 22. He was responsible for 22 points per game in college football.
Jeez.
Yes. He also ranked second in total offense, which his team did. He was the 2011 Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year and a 2-time All Big 12 performer who broke or tied 54 records at Baylor. It led them to their first bowl victory in 2011 in 19 years.
And did it both ways, too. Could run it and throw it.
Yeah.
Elitely. There's very few guys that could throw the ball at an elite level and then be Michael Vick or Cam Newton, Vince Young at the same time.
Another name that is on there is Ken Norton Jr. from his time at UCLA. First team All-American, led the Bruins to 4 consecutive bowl wins, led the team in tackles with 106 and 125. There's that 125 that you were talking about right there.
Easy.
Blindside is on there too. Michael Orr.
Hey, the all-time greatest name, though, you put on there, DeBrickashaw.
DeBrickashaw.
That's the greatest football name I've ever heard.
Yeah, no doubt. When we come back, we'll talk a little more about this and see if there's any other names that you believe should be in there, and so much more. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
UT football, basketball, and baseball.
All in one station for all. This is why I listen. 1300 The Zone. 1300 The Zone.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
There's a new crash on Howard Lane at the service road of I-35. Looking onto I-35 northbound this morning for some rush hour traffic from 45 to William Cannon. If you're heading this direction, plan for about 10 to 15 minutes to be added to your commute. And a 5 to 10 minute slowdown going southbound on Mopac from 183 over to 2222. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lorenz and Lorenz, personal injury attorneys.
I'm attorney Ted Lorenz. If you've been hurt in a car or truck wreck, Lorenz and Lorenz is here for you. We offer a free consultation and don't get paid until we win your case. Lorenz and Lorenz, we're on top of it. Austin, Texas.
It's the start of official grilling season, so get outside and fire up the grills with Heartland Steakco, known for its high-quality meat, unbeatable freshness, and commitment to exceptional customer care. This Father's Day, give Dad the ultimate steak package: 2 USDA prime ribeyes, 2 filet mignons, and 2 Wagyu strips. Regularly $269.94, now just $199.99. Ordering is easy at heartlandsteakco.com. Use promo code DAD26 and save an extra $50. Just $149 with free nationwide shipping. That's heartlandsteakco.com. Taste the Heartland difference.
Get everything you need for the entire job delivered. From lumber to drywall, flooring, and fixtures, get it all delivered from the Home Depot. With same day, next day, or any day delivery. Staying on track and on time is crucial to your job. That's why it's our job to get you what you need when you need it. We deliver the supplies. You deliver the results. Brought to you by the Home Depot.
With iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. If you manage a business or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way. Call 844-844-iHeart. Again, that's 844-844-iHeart.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast.
And it's called Hey Jonas.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, TRIP. That's TRIP. Enter it now.
I'm Gary Veter, and I have a new limited series podcast called Number One Dad. In the 90s, my dad and I ran a con for years where we snuck into the world's most prestigious arena, New York's Madison Square Garden.
Your dad is the type of person that likes an adventure and likes the possibility of opportunity.
As I got older, I learned this wasn't the only scheme my dad was pulling.
He wants me to act like my injury is even worse for a payout.
He actually represented me. He's posing as my attorney in a court.
There were moments where Manny would assume the role of undercover police officer.
My father's never-ending string of lies ultimately broke apart my family. And at 15 years old, I completely cut him out of my life. That was 24 years ago. But I just had a son of my own, and it brought back tons of memories of my childhood, along with tons of questions I wanted answered. How did my father become this scheming mastermind? Was he like this with everyone? And is it possible, after all these years, he's actually changed? I have no idea where he lives or what he's up to, But my goal with this podcast is to track him down and get to the truth about who my father, Manny Veter, really is. This is Number One Dad. Listen to Number One Dad.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Phones, laptops, cars, smart speakers, even on your TV. All devices, all the time. We are everywhere you are. 1300 The Zone.
Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free.
That's right.
On the iHeart Radio app. We'll continue this conversation about the College Football Hall of Fame nomination. Some of the other names that are on there is Russell Oakland, who was an offensive lineman at Oklahoma State. I mentioned blindside Michael Orr. He is on the list as well. Antoine Randall L. as a quarterback at Indiana. Think about that. Indiana had talent like Antoine Randall L., who was a first-team All-American, first player in football history to pass for 6,000 yards and rush for 3,000 yards. He rushed for more yards than any quarterback in the FBS history upon the conclusion of his career. We mentioned D'Amico Ryans. Well, Ron Rivera, a former head coach he was talented as a linebacker as well. Terrell Suggs, Richard Seymour.
Terrell Suggs was a monster too.
Yes. Jonathan Vilma, Manti Te'o, Sammy Watkins, Donnell Wolford from Clemson, defensive back. Now that's somebody that was cold back when, you really paid attention to Clemson. I don't think I really pay attention to him now. But I want to continue this conversation because our guy, Greg McElroy, loves the University of Texas, loves talking about the University of Texas. And he talked about one Colin Simmons in this Texas defense.
At number 2, it's the Texas Longhorns. Colin Simmons is, I think, the best pass rusher in college football. The guy's the SEC sack leader. He had 12 sacks last year and 15.5 tackles for loss in 2025. He's got 21 sacks through his first 2 seasons. He wants to break the sack record. He's talked about it. He's been very open about it, and that's not bulletin board material. This is a man that knows what he is, what he can be, and he's not afraid to let you know. You also have Lance Jackson, who's an all-SEC freshman last year. He also is going to be a really solid edge piece as well on the other side. Hero Kanu anchors the interior at nearly 330 pounds, kind of bulked up specifically for the new defensive coordinator, Will Muschamp, and how they're going to try to 2-gap there on the interior. You go and get a couple other pieces from the portal, like Ian Graffard from Arkansas is going to play nose. He's listed at like 380, so he's a big boy. And then you have great depth as well with January, Watson, and Terry that will all be in part of the interior rotation. So you got 4 defensive tackles. And Muschamp describes those 4 as probably as good a 4-man group as you'll find in the SEC. And the spring assessment from the staff, everyone was on the same page. We know that Muschamp's system, about pressure first, it's scheme heavy, and they will build things around individual players. That's what Simmons is going to have. If they can just occupy attention over here and get him some one-on-ones, they'll be in really good shape.
Man, staying alive. I'm going to tell you something. This scheme is tailor-made for a guy like Colin Simmons because they have double teams inside. You when you have a nose tackle or a nose guard, however you want to phrase it, and he is at the center of the defense, his job is not to penetrate. His job is to occupy space and blockers so that it creates a one-on-one. And they always stunt a linebacker from somewhere to create that other pressure on the other side. Whatever side Colin Simmons is on, you have to focus on blocking him. The center, you have to focus on blocking him. The outside blitz is coming.
Yep.
Biles is coming. What did Biles do last year, Hardge?
A lot.
He had 3 interceptions at linebacker.
Touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
Yes.
He had 3 interceptions. He had 3 forced fumbles. and he has some ridiculous amount of tackles for loss. He fits perfectly for what Will Muschamp wants to do. And we haven't got past the linebackers. The guys, Jelani McDonald is going to be a star this year because he's going to be he's going to have free range to go and hit people and do whatever he needs to do. Like that's a luxury to be a secondary guy and know you're not going to have guards trying to come up and block you. Same thing with the linebacker.
Right.
It's going to be rough.
Well, and that's why the conversation about this football team continues to be what it is. You know, I got my thread about everybody and how this is going to happen in each team and what's the look of each team. Well, the realization of it all is Texas is a talented football team.
Yeah.
The only difference is they have to make sure that they go out and do what they say they're going to do. They have to stay locked in. They have to be able to execute. And I believe that's something that this team is looking at. We talk about Colin Simmons and what he's going to be able to do. When we got a chance to talk to Will Muschamp said the thing that he's excited about is because of the things that he's going to be able to do with a Colin Simmons, how he's going to be able to move him around. Where's the angle is going to be? Where's the mismatch? You mentioned it just a second ago. Everybody thinks, where is he at when I walk up to the line of scrimmage? The first thing you're supposed to do is find the Mike linebacker as the starting quarterback. Where's the call at? The center's coming up to the line, finding it as well. But the other thing that is happening is you're realizing, where is number one at? Because we got to shift our blocking scheme to that side if we're going to be dropping back and trying to pass. He said he wants to set the record for sacks. He said that last year. This year, he's a little bit more humble. He knows what is up against him. Remember, he started off slow last year. Started off very slow. People were questioning it. Is he not doing things that he's supposed to be doing? How is he going to get to this number? And he ended up leading the SEC in sacks. He led the SEC in sacks last year.
With a slow start.
I'm just glad that they have a quarterback that I'm ready to sack.
There it is. Why does he wear number one?
Because he's number one.
Thank you. So those
Why
are
number
the reasons.
one? Because I'm the one.
That is why people need to pay attention to what is happening with this football team. It's not a lot of talk anymore. I mean, there's a lot of talk going on.
Sarkisian,
Yeah, I mean,
who is so confident now that he's like, "Hey, Google me." I told you he turned into Signetti.
So let me ask you this. Let's bring it all the way back to game number 1, Texas State. What do you need to see in that game against Texas
Dominance.
State? Yes.
I want to see 3 points scored. Maximum.
By Texas State.
I want you to put the hammer
They got
down.
a new weight room down there.
And
now,
hey, listen.
They got a new weight room.
I love it. I love a new weight room. But what I really love is for you to try to make a point. Like Texas is always pulling guys off the field and give them rest. Well, if Coach Sark is right and my 2s and my 3s can beat people, I want to see it. Don't hold them back. Why are you holding back a third guy? Who's going to be, you think Cooper is going to be the third running back?
Well,
I want to see Cooper break one for 60.
That's my thought too. Here's where I am with this first game of the year. And I know, folks, we're a long way away from it. I get it. But here's the reality of it. When he came to the University of Texas, the thought process was his mantra, all gas, no brakes.
No break.
All gas, no brakes. I need domination.
We got to get new brake pads because we've been breaking.
Yeah, exactly. I got them dudes in the parking lot right now looking at my brakes because they can come out here. I've got them out here looking at my brakes right now because I've been stopping so much. No, I don't. I want to be wide open on the highway. We got all these Lamborghinis, but you got to go to each light and stop. We're not using them right. Blow them out the water.
Hey, this ain't Georgia. Stop it. No.
Georgia is doing what they supposed to do. We got all these Lamborghinis. We ain't letting them out there.
No.
I need them. I need Texas all gas, no brakes.
Give these guys a pickup truck
and a hard hat.
and that's all I want. Put a governor on them cars.
I told you that.
I don't want them to go over 80 miles an hour.
I told you that a while back. They need to put governors on those cars. But I'm talking about my thought process is, if Texas is truly all gas, no brakes,
let me see it.
I
gotta see it, Hardge.
You have to do it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Right. You asking for a lot. You want folks coming out there spending all their money in the hot sun.
I want that red zone action too.
Thank you.
Can we score down there?
Come on with it. Let's stop talking about it.
Be about it.
Say less. Coming up next, we have the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
Watch out for a stalled vehicle in the middle lane on I-35 southbound at Tech Ridge Boulevard. It's causing about a 5-minute backup behind it. Delay start from Howard Lane. Over on Mopac southbound, more rush hour traffic causing about a 5 to 7 minute delay from 183 over to 2222. There's also a wreck on Howard Lane at the service road of I-35. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin area weather, partly cloudy for your Tuesday. Slight chance of a thunderstorm this afternoon, a high near 90. Cloudy tonight, could see a stray shower or storm, a low of 70. Wednesday, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, a high of 90.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Yacht Rock Radio on iHeartRadio drops anchor and goes commercial free every weekend. Weekends were made for smooth sailing. Yacht Rock Radio's got the soundtrack. Just sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy. The smoothest soft rock from the 70s and 80s. Open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and set sail.
iHeartRadio. I'm Julian Edelman. That's Rob Gronkowski. And guess what, folks? We're teammates again. And we're going to welcome you guys all to Dudes on Dudes.
Dudes on Dudes.
That sounds a little weird, but that's what this is going to be. Roberto, what's Dudes on Dudes?
Well, I'm a dude. You're a dude, and Dudes on Dudes is our brand new show, and we're going to see who the ultimate dude really is.
The premise of this show is going to be, we're going to highlight players, peers, guys that we played against, legends from the past, and we'll get into the types of dudes. What kind of types of dudes are there, Gronk?
A lot of different types of dudes. We got studs, wizards. We got freaks.
Or dudes, dude.
We got dogs.
We'll break down their games. We'll share some insider stories and determine what kind of dude each of these dudes are. Is Randy Moss a stud or a freak? Is Tom Brady a dog or a dude's dude?
We're going to find out, Jules. New episodes drop every Thursday during the NFL season.
Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and X. Go to Apple Podcasts and write a review about dudes that you want us to do.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, covering the 40 acres.
There he is, folks. You heard it. WWE Hall of Famer and World's Strongest Man, the Mark Henry, brings you his World's Strongest Take. Take it away, big fella.
Hard.
Yes.
You know what time it is?
What time is
It's time for the World's Strongest Take by the World's Strongest Man. Marcus, back then they didn't know me. But now that I'm hot, they're all on me. What's going on, guys? Well, another edition of the World's Strongest Take. And I'm not a fan of it. I've had a couple of little white lies before. But what is the deal with the lying in the NFL as it relates to trading players and if you are going to trade a player? Now, we go back Cleveland last year. They make an adjustment on lowering the money on Myles Garrett's deal. And people start speculating, oh, well, maybe they're going to trade him. No, we are not trading Myles Garrett. We have made this easier for us to have more cap space. We paid him more money up front so we can, better our rosters. And then you have the Philadelphia Eagles, who is as close as 5 days ago, Howie Roseman. We're not trading our wide receiver. We have big plans. You have big plans on trading him. Why is it that we get this in the NFL? I mean, like in basketball, it's like, hey, we have player, we'll make trade. Baseball, they don't even announce it to the players. Last year, a player found out that he got traded on the internet.
Because they know he's always on his social.
he look at that. I just got traded
on the way to the ballpark.
on the way to the stadium. But in the NFL, it's this cloak and dagger, lie like a rug. Oh no, we're very happy. We love him. He's great in our community. He's a locker room guy. You lie to our face They lied, and this is the NFL. So with Myles Garrett, it happened. I mean, the last 3 months, they've been talking about these trades. I heard that the Cowboys were involved in conversations about trading for Myles Garrett. And I'm like, well, if they're not trading, why are they negotiating with the Cowboys? Why are they negotiating with the Rams? And apparently, they have been negotiating with the Rams before they made the salary swap. And A.J. Brown, like he said that he was out mid-season last year. I want out. So why the lies, Hardge? My take is this. The NFL is going to have to come into this new modern era of communicating with the fans as well as the players. What say you?
Why do they owe us anything?
They don't owe us anything. I didn't say they owed us.
But why do
I said stop lying.
But why do they have to do
Stop
that?
lying. Don't say nothing then. Don't announce it.
If somebody asks a question though, they got to come out and say something, right? They're going to say we're going to renegotiate the contract. You've been in here telling us
there you
the
go.
whole time.
How about that? That's good.
And that's what they did.
No, they did not.
They told us they renegotiated the contract. It was
They
out there.
renegotiated the contract, but they didn't say that they did it with the intent on making it comfortable for somebody to trade.
But my point is this. Just like the Cowboys were talking to him, other teams were talking to him to try to compensate for that. That's part of the trade, right? That's the art of the trade. Because if you put it out there, everybody don't need to know that you're about to trade the guy. The guy needs to know it, but nobody else needs to know it. You know this. I mean, you work in a professional business that things happen all the time. When you're getting ready for your contract, people don't know that you're getting ready to get a new contract, do they? They don't. But if they want you to go from one company to another company.
Well, back then they didn't. They do now.
Well, when you were getting ready to go to another company, a lot of people knew behind the scenes.
But
they
yeah,
didn't.
everybody didn't know.
Right. So that's why this is out there.
But
They
this
don't
is
want-
different. You're putting something in that's not the same because you like to argue. You like to argue.
Explain to me what you think is my
Howard
protecting you.
Roseman said it in his mouth. It came out his mouth. We are not trading A.J. Brown. He is a cornerstone of our offense, yada, yada, yada.
And what's wrong with that?
What's wrong
that's
with
the
it is
poker
he
face.
lied.
That's the poker face. Why am I going to tell you so you can mess up my negotiations with somebody else? And you're right. I like to argue with you on this type of subject because of the fact you've been on both sides of this.
I just don't like the line of, I mean, just blatant, we're not doing it. Like, don't make up no story. Just say, you know what?
We knew
this
AJ
is something
Brown
we
was
like
getting
to keep
traded
in-house.
2 months or 3 months ago. We sat in here and listened to Diana Rossini before all the stories, knew that this was happening. They told us that. We've all
Well,
known
she
that.
reported that, but that was her outside source when the coaches and the owners and the GM were saying that's a farce.
Because that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to keep it close to, it's not supposed to be public knowledge.
Then how did Diana Rossini know?
I think we found that out. I think we found that out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
She is unemployed now. So we know how we found that out. That's how.
She had a very good source.
A great source.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
how
you
we
want to
found
call
out
it?
that- Hey, sometimes you got to call it what it is. And she was sourced. And that's what ended up happening.
Don't touch it. Leave it alone.
Mike Vrabel.
Marcus, let him talk.
Mike Vrabel is the coach. Mike Vrabel is part of the conversation. Mike Vrabel and AJ
He's
Brown
the one
were
that
together.
created the leak.
So what you're saying is back then
You didn't know me, or we did know you. And now you're hot.
Oh, they all on.
And not in the hot in the right way. What does Mark say? Oh, they call heat? Yeah,
that's heat. That big heat.
They got the heat. Another conversation for another day. When we come back, we're going to close out the show. But listen to this. Texas softball, they are playing for a championship. Starts Wednesday night. And guess what else starts Wednesday night? NBA Finals. We'll talk about it right here.
Fantastic.
We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Texas softball returns to the NCAA tournament.
High and deep to left field and gone.
And don't miss a single pitch.
Swing and a miss.
As Texas chases back-to-back national championships.
The Longhorns are on top of the college softball world.
Listen all postseason on the iHeartRadio app in Retro Austin, your home for the Horns.
Austin, we have a little announcement. Which sounds serious, but don't worry. No one's asking you to merge on I-35. JB and Sandy are back. It's been a while, and we've got a lot to catch up on. What we've been doing, what Austin's been doing, and why everything now costs at least $12. We live here, we love it here, and this is the city we know best. Wake up with JB and Sandy every morning from 6 to 10. On 98.1 KBET, Austin's all-time country favorites. 98.1 KBET and iHeart Country Station. Available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app. Guaranteed human.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
Watch out for a stalled vehicle in the middle lane on I-35 southbound at Tech Ridge Boulevard. It's causing about a 5-minute backup behind it. Delay start from Howard Lane. Over on Mopac southbound, more rush hour traffic causing about a 5 to 7 minute delay from 183 over to 2222. There's also a wreck on Howard Lane at the service road of I-35. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lorenz and Lorenz, personal injury attorneys.
I'm attorney Ted Lorenz. If you've been hurt in a car, truck wreck, Lorenz and Lorenz is here for you. We offer a free consultation and don't get paid until we win your case. Lorenz and Lorenz, we're on top of it. Austin, Texas.
Have you figured out your favorite day at the Rowdy Cowboy in Round Rock yet? The hottest new sports bar in Texas is great every day thanks to the Rowdy Cowgirl. An amazing menu of food, drinks, 70 big screen TVs. But Tuesday is Bikinis and Booze Day with all the Texas spirits and beers on special. If you aren't checking out the Rowdy Cowboy every day of the week, well, you're missing out. So saddle up and hit the trail for Rowdy Cowboy in Round Rock on the east side of I-35, just north of the 45 Loop.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with SmileTunes. Visit SmileTunes.com to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with SmileTunes.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Stay connected to Texas athletics and the 40 acres with the LHN app. Watch original content, behind-the-scenes access, interviews, press conferences, highlights, classic Longhorn moments, and select live events. It's your home for Texas athletics content all year long. And with new stories and features dropping all the time, there's always something new to discover. Best of all, the LHN app is free to download and watch. Download the LHN app today and take Texas athletics with you wherever you go. Hook 'em.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting Sabertooth Zip Ride or Pan for Gemstones. Take the Wild Cave Tour or the Hidden Passages Tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
We all use AI, but here, it never pretends it's real. AM 1300 The Zone, guaranteed human.
The morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app. We talked about it earlier. Texas softball advances to the College World Series Championship Series versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech defeated Alabama yesterday. First game in a walk-off, and the second one behind outstanding pitching. And now they are ready to take on the Longhorns in the rematch from last year's national championship game. But after the game yesterday, obviously Texas had a lot going on. We talked about making sure that they played clean, and they did not play clean yesterday.
Still got the job done.
Katie Stewart made 3 errors. Leanne Good made an error. Just a rough time in game 1. And people were asking, Coach, she made 3 errors. What made you stick with her?
No, not really. If there's a kid that's going to put her body on the line for this team, it's going to be Katie Stewart. I mean, she doesn't always look like the prettiest over there getting her done, but this is the same kid that nearly knocked that wall over in left field, trying to catch a foul ball, or did catch the foul ball. So we have full trust in her, and it's just an aberration. It happens. I mean, there's some tough bounces out there. We've seen some tough hops, and she took a couple there, but she got her face in the way of one of them. That was a foul ball, thankfully, but she's okay.
She did put her face in there. She did get hit in the face with a foul ball. But as always, she ended up staying tough. She hit 2 home runs in both of those games. I mean, 1 in one game, 1 in the second game to push her number to 30. She's got 30 home runs for the Texas Longhorns. She continues to play well. She's
talented.
Who
she reminds me of?
Who?
She reminds me of the Big Hurt. She reminds me of Frank Thomas, the way that sometimes Frank Thomas would hit the ball so hard that it would line drive out of the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
She hits line drives out of the stadium all the time.
Yep.
And I mean, I don't know if
30 times.
30 times, but some of them were up there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guarantee you 10 or 15 of those 30 were rocket shots, like flat.
Yep.
Just, I mean, 2 feet over the wall.
Yeah, she's done really, really well. And she struggled up until the last few games. She hadn't been getting hits. And that first home run that she hit to win the game against Nebraska with the 3-run shot, that was her first hit of the tournament. And then you see that Reese Atwood hit her first home run at the College World Series. As many years as Texas has been there, that was the first time that she hit the ball out of the park. You got
started it off.
That's right. You got Hannah Wells, the young freshman out there just doing unbelievable stuff, not looking nervous, not looking scared, was able to come in and be an integral part of the success that this team has had. So now they get right back at it against Oklahoma. It's an important series. Obviously, it's for the national championship, but he couldn't do it without Cavan and Gutierrez and what they were able to do in these matchups.
We'd only played 7 more innings than they had, and really it's not that big a difference. And once you get on a roll, sometimes it can be to your benefit, and especially when you win this first game of the 2-game series, you get the momentum and just continue to keep it. And we're able to do that. Of course, you need the pitching to be able to get that done. And it was a tough decision on who to pick to throw, but we had confidence that Silali would give us our best chance to do that today. Because Teagan couldn't go 14. That was just asking too much in this heat.
Yeah, it was hot out there. And I do want to correct myself. Thanks to my guy Marcus over there. I said Oklahoma, but they're getting ready to play Texas Tech in Oklahoma. And it is an important matchup.
So used to saying Oklahoma in the national championship that,
That's right.
It's forgivable.
And two Texas teams playing in Oklahoma to win the national championship.
And I know they hate it.
Oh, they are disgusted by it right now.
That's got to be eating at them.
Yeah, it is sick for them. But as I said before, this is an opportunity for both of these teams. Texas Tech, one of the best teams money could buy. Yeah, I took that shot out there.
You took a shot.
Yeah, they've got quality players. They've done what they needed to do. They're exciting. They won their games. Don't forget, Texas Tech was down 8-0 with 2 outs in a ball game in their last at bat and came back to win it 10-9. So they're not finna roll over and let that just happen either. They're a talented softball team with a lot of sock. We saw it last night. They've got great pitching. They've invested well. They've done what they needed to do. And again, they're getting an opportunity to play the Texas Longhorns.
People in glass houses can't throw rocks, though.
They're getting ready to play the Texas Longhorns, and this is something that they've been wanting all season long. They weren't the same team as they were last year, but they may be even better. Texas wasn't the same team. They've lost some players. Mia Scott was out there playing with a ligament in her knee, and she played outstanding during that time, but you still have some good leaders. Stewie is starting to hit the ball again. Reese Atwood looks like she's happy, but the main thing for me is Texas has to be able to play good defense because the top of that lineup for Texas Tech is special. They set the table yesterday for them to even get to this championship series.
Man, I'm not scared, but I'm hoping Texas has still got some magic left because they're going to need some of that magic against this pitching.
And I think Texas Tech could say the same thing. Texas Tech fans could say, I hope that we still have some magic left because they went through the losers bracket as well. Yeah. And had to work their way back into it. They had to win 2 games yesterday. So it is it's been fun. It's been fun. And now we get to that point of, all right, this is the climax of the college softball season, the World Series in Oklahoma. Texas versus Texas Tech. 2 top pitchers. They know each other well. The coaches know each other well. Players have gone against each other. This is going to be fun.
Man.
Yeah. And
I'm ready.
And tomorrow we've got the NBA Finals. That's right. It starts San Antonio hosting the New York Knicks. We'll talk all about it and break it all down. Also, tonight, we've got the hockey. That's right. We're going to
do that hockey?
Yep. We got the hockey championships going on tonight. Exciting times all over the place. You got the Golden Knights of Las Vegas and the Carolina Hurricanes taking on each other. Vegas ain't even had a team that long, and they've been playing for multiple championships. They played for more championships than the Dallas Cowboys.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah, I need to stop. But at least
you know I'm
playing
sensitive.
for a championship like me. We'll talk all about that and preview the championship series between Texas and Texas Tech. We'll also talk NBA Finals. We'll recap the Golden Knights versus the Hurricanes. Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman, and we'll know where Texas will be, when Texas will be starting those super regionals for a chance to go to the College World Series. For Mark Henry, for Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. Special shout out to our guy Joe Cook And just remember this, folks, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Dan Patrick up next. Peace.
When it comes to family law, a lot has changed in recent years, so assumptions can be costly. If you see or sense a change coming in your family life that could have legal implications, it's important to know where you stand. What are your rights and responsibilities? Getting good legal advice early